Welcome back, welcome back. This is the DMV Web Doctor located in Bowie, Maryland. And we are so glad that you decided to watch our webinar discussing hair loss. Hair loss is a very critical theme. And in addition to hair loss, we also like to cover nutrition. Many of our clients who have hair loss end up finding out that their hair loss can be linked to other different deficiencies and imbalances that are within the body. And there are many types of forms of hair loss. One of the, during a time like this, actually during the pandemic, one of the very popular, well, maybe not as popular, but it is, I'm seeing this happen more and more. People are pulling out their hair, and that's called Trichotillomania. So there are many different types of hair loss, and also there are different types of hair losses that are promoted by stress. And so you have to make sure that you take care of yourself during this pandemic and you do not allow yourself to fall into excessive worry. All right, and so we are going to be discussing some different things about some of the products and the programs that we offer here at Main Attractions in Bowie, Maryland. Some of the things that we offer will currently offer virtual trichology appointments and also in-house trichology appointments. And with that, we will be able to, we do prior consultations and we try to assess the problem that is starting the or triggering the person's hair loss. And then after that, we give our little suggestions of different products and different practices that should be practiced at home. Some of the, and hair loss, as we state, is not only triggered just by, just because it's not just by happenstance. A lot of times it's because that person may be under a lot of stress. Also, it can be genetic. It's androgenetic alopecia, where people start to develop a lot of their hormones get imbalanced and they start to develop a lot of cortisol levels and DHT in the hair follicle. And that is something that happens when people reach, in the menopausal age, when they're getting 50 and up. Sometimes people's their hormones just shift and they just need to get rebalanced. And that's why we have the nutritional balancing program to help our clients. And in that program, we are able to take a hair sample from the patient, and then we are able to send it off to the lab, and then we can suggest different dietary and supplements that can help make the each individual's situation better. Okay, so today we're going to be getting back on track, and we're going to be talking about how using our different products can help you. And as we were talking about earlier, we were talking about how you can take some of the virtual different type of treatments that can, since the pandemic, we have been able to mail them to our clients. And some of the things that consist in these treatments are shampoo, follicle cleansers, and other ointments that can help with reducing the DHT and inflammation in the hair follicles. All right, so one of our favorite, we're just going over some of our products. We have hair growth shampoo, Black Magic. We have Miracle Drops, Scalp Medics. We have the CBD oil. We have Scalp Biotics. We have many things that can help. Just that's our main focus when it comes to hair loss, just lowering inflammation and also trying to reduce stress. That is a big one. A lot of people are under extreme amounts of stress. They're not sleeping properly. And yes, you can use our products and you will see results. However, we want to make sure that our clients receive the best results possible. And with doing that, we want to make sure, that's why we try to approach everything from a holistic point of view so that our clients are able to, help their bodies, minds, and also their hair in a holistic fashion. Again, not just focusing on one thing. We just don't believe in just applying products topically, but also fixing the internal problems. All right. So we have our little list here too. Make sure that we keep on track. All right. So we'll just go over basically some of the ingredients and some of the products. Most of all, the products are organic, especially the Black Hair Magic shampoo. This shampoo, all these formulas are handcrafted. They have a lot of different antiviral, antibacterial agents in them to prevent them from harming you. And another thing, we do not suggest our products for people who are under the age of 18. If so, they need to talk to probably their doctor, physician, or do a small patch test. And if so, they should not be used in the same quantity as a full-out adult. And as we were stating, with the products, things just don't work one at a time. As all of these things work together holistically and synergistically. So all of these things that kind of piggyback on one another. So when you're trying to regrow your hair, just make sure that you're thinking about the full spectrum when you're doing these things so that you are getting the best results. All right, so I'm just going over our notes. Okay, so yeah, that's another thing, making sure one of the biggest problems, a lot of people don't receive a lot of sleep. And a lot of people are very stressed, especially now dealing with the pandemic. They're looking at some of the different politicians that could be causing them an increased amount of stress. So sometimes people, with this whole pandemic, a lot of people, they lost their jobs. They got cutbacks, and now they got to deal with their kids and their spouse on a daily basis. And that's another thing that we like to help our clients with dealing with stress management. We, with our mineral balancing program, we always suggest sauna therapy. This sauna therapy is not just the same as just using any old regular sauna, but we have specific saunas and different infrared lights that we use. These lights help the body to naturally detox. We don't believe in using a lot of heavy chelators. They can be, that can draw out the wrong amount of, chemicals, and not only just chemicals, certain types of minerals that can be in the body, because sometimes when you're drawing stuff out, you can take out some good things too with it. So we don't necessarily focus solely on just using chelators, even though a lot of detox protocols out there, they focus heavily on that. But, we just believe in, while we using our sauna therapy, we will be extracting a lot of the minerals, a lot of the bad minerals out through the lymph, which is produced in our sweat. So we're doing everything naturally. And with this diet that we put our clients on, they're able to use the bathroom and not be constipated. And we always encourage people to use digestive enzymes. And on another tip for the stress, we also have our own CBD line, and we have one product as of right now, and that product is great. It helps to strengthen the endocannabinoid system, and the endocannabinoid system, it just helps to regulate our nerves and the nervous system in the body, and also can promote healing. And it has different receptors that communicate to other organs and other cells that are within the body. So it is just an amazing thing. And it's funny, I know a lot of people don't like to take CBD because they think that CBD is harmful. However, back, I think, several decades ago, the livestock was fed CBD. So our animals have more omega-3s enriched in their diet, and that kind of helped with the inflammation. However, look now they have changed a lot of the animals' diet. And now a lot of the animals now, they have eat a lot of grains. And as we see, grains cause inflammation and digestive problems. And that's why it's key and it's imperative to always go and receive organic food. Organic food is the best that your body, can take. And it's good because it's generally supposed to be free from antibiotics, any type of harmful pesticides. And it's just amazing. It's a lot of different things that are also within our water. And that's another thing when you join our program, you learn about the water and different antagonists and different things that help to rob your body of its natural nutrients. So all these things are very important. All right, now let's see what else. And another thing, when you go and decide to join our program, now, again, I say we have the, if you just want to enter at a basic level, we can give you a consultation, and then we can just assess your current situation, and we will be able to recommend different hair loss treatments and solutions for you. And this can be done virtually or within our office. But if you want to focus more on your actual health and nutrition and fix some of the problems, because some of these medications that our clients are taking, in a lot of cases, can cause them to receive more hair loss. As you know, many African Americans deal with high blood pressure and the main, and also cancer. And those two medications are known to cause you to have a reduction in hair and can cause inflammation in the scalp. And so pretty much you just want to, that's why we're talking about the nutritional aspect. And when you have with the nutritional aspect, when you do this, when you eat properly, when you make sure to get your complete amount of rest, and that's just not just 4 or 5 hours. And that's another thing. A lot of people think they're getting rest, but they're not getting deep sleep. And I was one who dealt with this myself. I used to be an adrenal fatigue sufferer. And so I have to watch, making sure that I just don't just do too much output. And so when you're doing these different types of things, you are putting stress on your body. Your body's oxidation rate sometimes could be going either can be going too fast or too slow. So with our nutritional program, we are able to help balance out this oxidation rate and how your body responds to stress. And also, by you doing this, you will increase your energy and you will help to produce more enzymes in your body to help your body to heal. And another thing, I know a lot of people that come to us always say that they are not stressed, but just living in America is stressful. Okay, walking outside and seeing a dog off the leash produces some type of adrenaline. And if you're doing this on a consistent basis, then your body is operating in fight or flight. And that is wearing on your adrenals, your thyroid, and your hormone production. And when you do this, you are utilizing up the enzymes. And then eventually in the more exhausted states of stress, you can deplete your body of key nutrients that can help you heal and to help your hair grow. So, I know that was a lot, but pretty much, honey, aren't you tired of allowing stress and not eating properly and using the incorrect hair practices? Now, that's something we didn't address in this video. If you're going to think about regrowing your hair, it's definitely key to avoid any hairstyles that do not promote growth. And when I mean that, we do not want to be using any chemical-laden substances in our scalp. We do not want to do excessive pulling. Sometimes hair weaves can be done properly, but you need to make sure you are dealing with someone who specializes in regrowing hair and, and just helping to encourage that, because there are some people, they will put braids in your hair, and the minute you take them braids out, your hair will be on the ground. The weave hair will be on the ground, and so will your own hair. Yeah, so pretty much you just want to avoid that. Putting anything too excessive tightening on the hair, anything that's too tight. Another thing, if you want to be serious about our program, we also like to emphasize that it's best, and if you have hair loss, that you're able to use a unit. You can clip your unit on, or you can do light stitching so that you can remove your unit every 2 to 3 weeks, especially to apply the full out treatments. Or you need to be able to at least put the scalp oils and the different serums on your scalp so that you are able to treat your scalp. You're able to get the best results. Okay, so now we are moving on. Okay, and we already talked about that earlier, how with diffusive alopecia, that's a big thing now. We've received a lot of clients are losing their hair because of the pandemic. So that's why we have our different protocols in place and our different suggestions to help reduce stress and to help calm the nervous system. And as you were stating earlier, another main cause of alopecia is DHC. That's probably one of the biggest ones. That's the most popular forms of alopecia. The androgenetic alopecia. And a lot of people, sometimes if you receive alopecia at a young age, sometimes if it's hereditary, you can be androgen sensitive. So that means you might need to get on a diet. I know everything is going back to diet. You may be, with the different food in our body, a lot of people, they are having eating a lot of hormones in their food. For example, you eat a lot of eggs. You can be eating a lot of dairy, especially if it's not A2 milk, goat's milk, or milk that has been treated. Now with that antibiotics and whatever trash that they put in their milk. A lot of these things, and also I believe even tofu, some of these things, they contain a lot of estrogen naturally, because we actually found out that when you eat a lot of these dairy products, the women, they are nursing. I guess the cow woman. Some of these animals, they are nursing, and they are pregnant during this time, and it's a high amount of hormones being leached through. So you just want to make sure that you eliminate some of these things out of your diet. That's why with the program that we tried to advocate and tell us about for our nutritional balancing program, these different nutrition-based programs, they eliminate a lot of the dairy and a lot of the protein out of the diet. So all of these things, once you do this, you're going to remove a lot of the artificial hormones. And also, even though it's not everybody has to do this, but you might have to also remove different plastic out of, using excessive plastic, drink a lot of water bottles, especially if they're not PBA approved water bottles. All these things will be leaching plastics into and, fake hormones into your body. All right. Now let's see what else that is on the docket for today. Well, I think we pretty much addressed some of the biggest things. And, all right. Okay, also, when you're on this program, we did say we approach everything from a holistic approach. We also work and partner with a local foundation. They help people who are dealing with trauma and stress. They are certified therapists. If we are unable to help you, we can send you to them. And also, we know a couple of spiritual influencers in the area. All these things can, be robbing your body from energy. Now, I know we didn't talk about it in this form, and on this topic today. But for example, if a lack of unforgiveness, that can also cause a lot of toxicity in the liver, and being angry all the time. All of these things can rob you of joy and energy that your body needs to grow and stay in a healthy state. Okay, we address resentment. And a lot of times, just from the emotional standpoint. Now, some of these things, we also encourage our clients to practice meditation and inspiration, especially if they've dealt with trauma and if they're dealing with a lot of battles. There are a lot of studies out there that show that people who are constantly thinking negative, always angry and mad at people, always holding resentment, are more than likely times. There are more likely times. The weed doctor has lost. I'm about to say, I know I didn't lose my paper. People who are dealing with these different situations, they are more likely to have high blood pressure. So, and other different types of ailments. I need to make sure I find my notes. That's the one thing that can, when you're dealing with this technology, sometimes you can get off track. Okay, there it goes. When you're dealing with this, a lot of anger and resentment, sometimes, a lot of times you can, the end result could be dealing with hypertension, strokes, and liver toxicity. And all of these things are caused from stress, and something that can make your, and that's why people say they're not stressed. I mean, we got to get real. Now, this is, you really want to help your hair loss and your nutrition and just get everything back on track. So all of these things can play into your overall health. And in conjunction with the hypertension, we're living in America. A lot of people, they're eating these crude oils. They're eating canola oil. They're eating a lot of different manufactured products and excessive amounts of margarine, things like that, and excessive amounts of animal fats. All these things can clog up your arteries. And so, you know, we just have to focus on cleansing the system so that the body can operate at a better capacity. All right. So that was pretty much all of our everything that was on our list today. Now, again, some of the products that we offer, we have an introductory package, and that's $67. That's just for the Scalp Medics and for the Miracle Drops. I believe it's $62 or $67. And that can be applied 2 to 3 times a week. You don't need a whole lot. And the journey can last about 2 months. For the more advanced version of the pack, for the hair growth pack, we have the 163 package. And that includes, I believe, some of the shampoos and other different type of ointments that kind of, you know, can really follicle cleansers that really help to unclog the follicles. Because sometimes if your scalp is clogged, and if you don't, or if your scalp, you know, if your scalp is clogged, it's like you can't put anything in it. So that is a process when exfoliating the dead cells, the dead skin, and any other type of toxins that could be residing on the scalp. We have a lot of different packages, but those are just some of the main ones. And I believe the one that is, you know, includes pretty much the majority of everything. I think that is probably like $200. And that even, we have our CBD with that. And with our CBD, it's not just our regular, you know, a lot of people talk about they have CBD, CBD teas and all this, but we actually work with a farm specifically in Colorado. They have everything, all their approval through the states. And, you know, that they have some of the best CBD that can be used for medicinal purposes, even though we are not doctors and we cannot necessarily tell you what to do, but we just offer different suggestions and remedies that work for us and for our friends and clients. So with all that being said, with the CBD, it works wonders. And our CBD, like I said, is not just a lot of the CBD that's out on the market is CBD isolate. So with CBD isolates, that means it is not the full most potent CBD. It's only like a small extract, and a lot of times it's more toxic than actual CBD. Also now on the people who we work with, there's a new CBD out, a new cannabinoid out called CBG, and that's a new thing. It also helps with cancer. So so with our CBD, we kind of are on the cutting edge with ours. And we also, in conjunction with that, we have a proprietary blend that helps with inflammation, helps with circulation. Some of the ingredients is turmeric, cayenne, and moringa, and a lot of those ingredients that we just listed before you, those are antioxidants. They do wonders for the body. Okay, so that was with the CBD. Also, we sell the sonotherapy lamps. Those lamps, they can be set up in your bathroom. We can tell you how to set them up, and we can show you the book that one of our mentors, that pretty much taught the science behind it of detoxing and getting a lot of these heavy metals out of the body. A lot of times people, they don't even realize they have tons of heavy metals in the body. And that's why we do all of our detox protocols and eating healthy to lower the toxic load on the body. Also, now in conjunction with that, if you want to do the treatments are supposed to be done every 3 weeks to 4 weeks. If you're unable to come to the DC metro area to visit us, then we can personally mail you the actual packets. Those are $75, and those are done every 2 to 3 weeks. And that does take time. So that's why some people that live in the area, they just say, forget this. I'd rather just come and get my my treatments just in person. I ain't got time for all that. Now, okay, so those are pretty much all the trichology, and we are certified trichologists. We're a part of a board, and we have different things, different standards that we practice, and that's why, with our trichology training, we have proven methods to help we grow the hair. Okay, and then also we're going to touch base on the nutrition, some of the this is just some of the services and some of the pricing that you may be looking into. We offer the nutritional programs available for the whole entire month. Right now it is $175. It may be going up. And that's for the whole entire month. Now you only want 1 week's advice, and that is $75. And you will be hearing with us corresponding. Now, one thing we will tell you, this form of nutrition and boot camp only fully works if you have to commit, and you have to be willing to show us pictures. First of all, get on the scale. Let us know what was your starting rate, your starting weight. You know, taking pictures. It's not just you just putting down what I ate for the day. You need to take pictures of the portions, the amount of portions that you ate throughout the day, so that we are able to fully help you lose the weight. If you do not comply with these things, you will not see the type of results that you are looking for the weight loss. Okay, so so that's some of the weight loss boot camp training. Then also we also offer the stress management program, and that pretty much falls in line with the nutritional aspect too. So that is also the program. And some of these things can be bundled. They can be bundled. So if you get one aspect, we can bundle on another aspect for additional $50. And pretty much with that, we just we go over the sonotherapy, how to introduce that, encouraging our clients for meditation, finding them inspirational books and things like that, so they can focus on. Also, for some people who are overly wired, they may need to practice a lot of grounding exercises. I know it may sound crazy. You might have to, they have these electromagnetic blockers that you can put on your cell phones, things like that. And some people have a lot of static electricity within the body. So sometimes when they have that, they need to do a lot of grounding exercises. And soon we will be, we're studying some herbalism now, and we already know some things about herbs. We're going to be getting some more certifications with herbalists, concerning herbs. Okay, so that's with the stress management. So that can be just bundled by itself, $50, or you can just, for the entire month, you can register, and that will be $90 for that month. Okay, and then some of the more full out extensive programs, that will be our full nutritional balance and science program. That is where we actually take hair biopsies and we send it off to the lab. We only work with the best labs. They make sure they follow all the different type of protocols to make sure they get the best, most effective results and the most consistent results. There's a lot of fluctuations when taking hair biopsies, but that's why you're working with the weed doctor. So we try to work with the best labs that perform the right measurements, so that we can give you the most factual, reading for your hair analysis. So that is $250. And then we have even a more extensive one that goes through all the panels, even suggests vitamins, and and for the nutritional mineral balancing program, we can suggest vitamins for you as well. And that one is $325. It goes through so many different panels and a lot of different trends. It's funny because a lot of people were able to detect the actual, just like the onset of certain diseases before even the blood test can pick up. Now, one thing about that is so great about hair mineral analysis is that it is able to pick up, it's not just blood that can change on a day-by-day basis or even, an hourly basis. But with the mineral analysis, it is actually deposits built up in your body. Generally, we tell people they do them every 2 to 3 months. So it's about a good 2 to 3 months scope on what your body is currently doing. Doesn't necessarily detect what level of toxins. It can, but it doesn't necessarily detect the toxic load. So some people try to argue that, but it does let you know what different toxins and heavy metals are being excreted out the greatest. And with that, it's all the science, the mineral balance of science. And sometimes when we're seeing that, we can see what minerals your body is being deficient in, because a lot of times certain minerals are being drawn out. Certain heavy metals are being drawn out. And that's a key indicator that you may, your thyroid may be low. You may be having too much calcium deposits in your body. So it's just a lot of different things that can be all addressed just through the mineral balance program. If you would like to set up a consultation, please feel free to email us at chelsea.y.mitchell@gmail or at the or at DMV Weave Doctor, WEAVEDR at gmail.com, or you can visit us at maneattractionshair.com, maneattractionshair.com, or Pure, Pure Virgin, VIRGIN MANE, Maine, purevirginmaine.com, where you can be able to book your consultation concerning trichology and nutritional program. We thank you so much for your time, and it's been a pleasure. Please feel free to hit us up for more, subscribe for more free videos, free information. We thank you so much for your time, and we hope that you have a wonderful evening. Be safe and be healthy.